Lily was a happy girl with bright, shining eyes. She loved to paint. Her world was full of color. Lily had a little box of paints. She painted flowers, trees, and butterflies. Everyone loved Lily's paintings.
Wouldn't it be wonderful?
Lily dreamed of painting the whole world with her colors. One day, Lily found a beautiful brush. It was lying under an oak tree. The brush sparkled in the sunlight. Lily picked up the brush. It felt warm and magical in her hand. She dipped it in her paint and started to paint.
Wow, this feels so different.
Something amazing happened. The butterfly she painted flew off the canvas. It fluttered around Lily's head. Lily painted a field of sunflowers. Each stroke of her brush brought the flowers to life, their golden petals shimmering under the sun. The field seemed to stretch endlessly, a sea of yellow that danced with the breeze. Lily's love for nature was evident in every detail, from the delicate curves of the petals to the vibrant green of the stems. They sprang to life, tall and bright. The sunflowers stood proudly, their heads turned towards the sun, basking in its warmth. It was as if they were reaching out to the sky, eager to touch the clouds. The villagers often found themselves wandering into the field, mesmerized by the beauty that Lily had created. She painted juicy apples on the trees, ready to be picked. The apples glistened with a fresh, dewy sheen, looking so real that one could almost taste their sweetness. The villagers were amazed. They marveled at how Lily's paintings could capture the essence of the fruit so perfectly, making the orchard look more bountiful than ever.
Look at those sunflowers. They are so vibrant and full of life. It's like stepping into a dream where everything is more colorful and beautiful.
And those apples, incredible. They look so delicious and ripe, ready to be picked and enjoyed. It's amazing how Lily's art can make everything seem so real.
Lily's paintings made everyone happy. Her art brought a sense of wonder and joy to the village. People would gather around her paintings, sharing stories and laughter, feeling a renewed sense of community and togetherness. They brought laughter and joy to the village. Children played around the paintings, their laughter echoing through the streets. The adults, too, found themselves smiling more often, their worries momentarily forgotten as they admired Lily's work. Lily painted everything she could think of. From the smallest flower to the grandest tree, nothing escaped her brush. She found inspiration in every corner of the village, turning even the most mundane scenes into works of art. She filled the village with color and life. The once dull and drab streets were now alive with vibrant hues, each painting telling a story of its own. The market, the fields, the homes, everything was transformed by Lily's magical touch.
I'm so glad everyone loves my paintings. It makes me happy to see the joy and wonder in their eyes. Knowing that my art can bring so much happiness to others is the best feeling in the world.
The village was never the same again, thanks to Lily and her magical brush. Her art had a lasting impact, turning the village into a place of beauty and joy. The villagers would always remember the girl who painted smiles and brought color into their lives. Mr. Grumble lived in the village too, but Mr. Grumble never smiled. He didn't believe in magic or happiness.
What good are paintings? They are just silly colors.
Lily felt sorry for Mr. Grumble. She wished she could bring some color into his gray world. One day, Lily had an idea. It wasn't just any idea, it was a brilliant, heartwarming idea that she knew would make someone very special smile. Lily loved to paint, and she decided to use her talent to bring a little joy to Mr. Grumble, the grumpy old man who lived down the street. She would paint a special picture for Mr. Grumble. She gathered all her paints, brushes, and a big canvas. With a determined look on her face, she started to paint. She wanted to create something that would remind Mr. Grumble of the beauty and happiness in the world. She painted a beautiful sunny meadow, full of playful puppies and fluffy bunnies. The meadow was vibrant with colors, and the animals looked so lively and happy. She imagined them playing and frolicking in the sunshine, bringing a sense of peace and joy to anyone who saw them. The sun shone brightly in the picture. It was a warm, golden sun that seemed to radiate happiness and warmth. Lily hoped that this sunny scene would brighten Mr. Grumble's day, and maybe even his heart.
Here you go, Mr. Grumble. I painted this just for you. I hope it makes you happy. I spent a lot of time on it because I wanted it to be perfect for you.
Mr. Grumble stared at the painting. At first, he didn't know what to say. He was so used to being grumpy that he had forgotten what it felt like to smile. But as he looked at the sunny meadow and the playful puppies and bunnies, a small smile appeared on his face. It was a smile that hadn't been seen in a long time. The puppies bounded out of the painting and licked his hand. It was as if the painting had come to life, bringing with it a splash of sunshine and a touch of magic. Mr. Grumble's heart warmed, and for the first time in years, he felt truly happy. Mr. Grumble laughed. It was a sound that echoed through the small town, a sound that no one had ever heard before. For years, Mr. Grumble had been known for his perpetual frown and grumpy demeanor, but today, something magical happened. It was the first time anyone had heard him laugh. The townspeople were taken aback, their faces lighting up with surprise and joy. They gathered around, curious to see what had brought about this miraculous change. He hugged a fluffy bunny, its soft fur tickling his chin. The bunny had been a gift from a kind neighbor, a small gesture that had a profound impact. Mr. Grumble felt a warmth in his heart that he hadn't felt in years, and danced with the puppies. The playful pups bounded around him, their infectious energy lifting his spirits. From that day on, the man who was once known for his grumpiness began to change. Mr. Grumble wasn't grumpy anymore. He started to smile more, to engage with his neighbors, and to find joy in the little things. The community noticed the change and welcomed him with open arms. He learned that magic exists not in spells or potions, but in the simple acts of kindness and love that we share with one another. It was a revelation that transformed his life, especially in kindness and friendship. The bonds he formed with his neighbors grew stronger, and he found a sense of belonging that he had never known before.
Oh, this is wonderful. The joy in the air was palpable, and it spread like wildfire through the community. People began to see the beauty in everyday moments. I never knew such joy could be found in paintings. The art brought people together, creating a shared experience that was both uplifting and inspiring.
Lily continued to paint, filling the world with joy, her vibrant colors and imaginative scenes bringing smiles to everyone who saw them, one brushstroke at a time. Each stroke was a testament to the happiness she felt and wanted to share with the world. She taught everyone that happiness is real, that it can be found in the simplest of things, and that it grows when shared, especially when shared with others. The community thrived on this newfound sense of joy and connection, proving that kindness and love truly are magical.